Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Federal government to split unity colleges into basic and secondary schools. Remi Tinubu unveils national unity fabric. Edo people, not Wike, will decide Obaseki's successor, says Ighodalo. Sean Diddy Combs arrested amid assault lawsuits. Now, top on what's trending, the federal government has announced plans to unbundle the 115 federal unity colleges across the country into separate basic and secondary schools. This development was revealed by the Minister of State for Education, Yusuf Sununu, during the opening of the annual general meeting of principals of unity colleges in Abuja on Tuesday, September 17th. Sununu explained that the restructuring of the federal unity colleges is intended to attract more funding for improved infrastructure, address teachers' welfare, and create new employment opportunities, Sununu said. Now responding, a netizen said, "They are about to destroy unity schools. Why not hand them to missionaries to run if federal government is tired? Unbundle to sell to private and wealthy individuals who will in turn deny many the opportunity." Another said, "In the whole country, only 115 unity schools, as they are still functioning and people are still enrolling their children, is not good. APC government wants to tamper with it and spoil it. Go and restructure government schools. Mandate governors to do so. Government schools are just occupying land and nothing else. They need restructuring than unity schools." Another said, "If something isn't broken, try not to fix it." Now, next on what's trending, First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, has unveiled the One Nigeria Unity fabric, which she described as a symbol of national unity. The fabric was designed by 25-year-old Ms. Bamidele, a graduate of the University of Ibadan. Bamidele, who went home with a prize of 25 million naira, emerged the winner of a fabric designs competition organized by the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, chaired by First Lady. In her keynote address at the unveiling of the One Nigeria Unity fabric, an announcement of the winner of the competition held on Monday at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, Tinubu explained that the concept of a national fabric was inspired by her visit to Zimbabwe in December 2023, where she saw a similar initiative. She said the One Nigeria Unity fabric competition was launched in February 2024, calling on youths aged 15 to 25 to create a design that will represent Nigeria's unity. Now, a netizen said, "Finally, Nigeria don't get uniform. This country supposed they Netflix. Anyways, congratulations." Another said, "She just made a smart move. 1st October is around the corner. All her supporters plus that of her husband will rock it on that day. Business as usual, smart family." Another opined, "It is indeed frustrating to see leaders focus on superficial matters like national dress showcases when there are urgent issues like homelessness, hunger, and the lack of essential services like hospitals. The role of leadership, especially from those in positions of influence like first ladies or other prominent figures, should involve addressing the needs of the most vulnerable. In many cases, the less privileged are overlooked due to poor governance, lack of accountability, or misplaced priorities. Through visionary leadership should focus on long-term solutions to these challenges, creating sustainable infrastructure, addressing inequality, and providing basic necessities like healthcare, food, and housing." Now, the federal government has alerted Nigerians to the water release from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. In a press statement signed by the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, Umar Mohammed, on Tuesday, September 17th, the federal government disclosed that the authorities of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon will initiate controlled water releases starting on the same day, September 17, 2024. It said the water discharge is anticipated to progressively escalate to 1,000 meters over the next 7 days based on the inflow from the upstream Garau River. The agency, however, said there is no cause for alarm. Now, responding to that, someone said, "What measures are the government taking to curb this flooding? Heard that the flooding this year will be massive." Another said, "What are you doing to prevent the flooding in case?" Another person also asked, "What measures is the federal government putting in place to counter the effects? Is it only to warn people?" Now, the United States has announced a donation of $6 million fund in support of the Maiduguri flood victims in Borno State. In a statement on Tuesday, the humanitarian coordinator in Nigeria, Muhammad Malik Fall, said a joint mission comprising UN agencies and NGOs alongside the Nigerian Red Cross Society visited the main city of Maiduguri over the weekend. According to him, the team met with people who had been impacted. Many of them had already been displaced multiple times by conflict and insecurity in the area. The flood was caused by an overflow in the Alau Dam located just over 10 miles to the south of Maiduguri. Flooding has reportedly damaged more than 125,000 hectares of farmland in Nigeria. Now, someone said, $6 million, how much is to build or fix the dam that caused this mess? Another said, we don't want these donations. They don't come for free. Those are what they use to control and enforce us into economic policies that benefit them instead of us. Another said, make the money enter the accounts of the victims directly because the money will be looted and the people left to survive on their own. Now, next on what's trending, former Chief of Army Staff General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, retired, has charged military top brass led by the Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa to end banditry and killings as soon as possible. The octogenarian former army chief gave the charge on Tuesday in Abuja during a book presentation. Addressing serving and retired military top brass, including the current defense chief, seated at the event, General T.Y. Danjuma, retired, said the honors rested on the serving officers to end the menace of banditry and senseless killings by the marauders all over the country. In his words, the responsibilities are on your shoulders. Those of you who are still serving, no excuses, absolutely no excuses. God bless you. God bless our country. And let's take a short break, and when we return, the program continues. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Newsfeed. The former National Vice Chairman, Northwest of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, Salihu Lukman, has described President Bola Tinubu as inaccessible. In a statement released Tuesday, September 17th, Lukman said former Nigerian head of state, late General Sani Abacha, was more accessible than President Tinubu. He also called on former Presidents Olusegun Obasanjo and Ibrahim Babangida, as well as retired General Aliyu Gusau, to innovate strategies that could displace the APC from power in 2027. He said Nigerians are currently facing an existential crisis because the nation's democracy is in the intensive care unit ICU. He further stated that public investment towards addressing the challenges of insecurity is at best business as usual, and the crisis of insecurity is reduced to ceremonial show of shame and public lamentations by leaders. Now, someone said, will you be saying this if you were still in APC? You people have refused to say the truth even when it's clear before everyone. Another said, can the general public access wealthy individuals? This man should sit down. Our world consists of both physical and spiritual realms, where harm can occur on multiple levels. Even if I disagree with some of Tinubu's views, I wouldn't advocate for unrestricted access to him. Aso Rock or Villana Marketplace. Another wrote, must a president be accessible to everyone? What do you want to see him for, Seth? If the man doesn't want to see you, let him see those he prefers to see. And now talking politics, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State says the people of the South-South state will decide their next governor. Ighodalo said the people of the state should make the choice of who succeeds Godwin Obaseki, not PDP heavyweight Nyesom Wike or any other person. Last Friday, Wike, a former Rivers State governor and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, said he won't stop Ighodalo, who is the anointed candidate of the outgoing governor. In Wike's words, I told them, which is Obaseki and Ighodalo, when they came to me that I am not going to support you, neither am I going to support anyone. The one I supported, it never helped anything. Rather, I was insulted. I supported him the last time. What happened? I became a stupid man, Wike said on a TV program last week, Friday. Now, responding to that, someone said, I like that statement. Edo people will decide, definitely not one character. Another said, Aswe is chosen. Another person wrote, well said. Now, next one was trending. Senior advocate of Nigeria and human rights activist Remi has said it is illegal for the state oil company NNPCL to determine prices of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, after deregulation. A statement released by Falana on Tuesday said the action of the National Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited violates Section 205 of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. He said on September 5, 2024, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited (NNPCL) stated that foreign exchange (forex) illiquidity had been a significant factor influencing the fluctuation in prices of premium motor spirit governed by unrestrained market forces as provided for in the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA). The NNPCL was explaining the pump price of PMS imported into the country at the material time. Specifically, the Executive Vice President of Downstream NNPC Limited, Adeda Poshegun, explained that Section 205 of the PIA, which established NNPC Limited, stipulated that petrol prices were determined by free market forces. According to him, the market has been deregulated, meaning that petrol prices are now determined by market forces rather than by the government or NNPC Limited. Additionally, the exchange rate plays a significant role in influencing these prices. But contrary to the well-publicized statement, the NNPCL has fixed the price of PMS produced by the Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Company Limited. The action of the NNPCL is a violent contravention of Section 205 of the PIA, which stipulates that the prices of petroleum products shall be determined by the market forces, he said. Now responding, someone said, "All I know is there's a special place for Nigerians in heaven." Another said, "May God hold accountable those responsible for the fuel scarcity and price increases." Another opined, NNPC can and should only be a regulator. Between NNPC, federal government and Dangote, none is trusted. And now on the foreign scene, Sean Diddy Combs has been sent to jail to await trial in his federal sex trafficking case after a judge ordered him to be held without bail until his sex trafficking trial. The music mogul pleaded not guilty on Tuesday, September 17 to racketeering, conspiracy and sex trafficking. The indictment against him also refers to an attack on his former girlfriend, the R&B singer Casey, that was captured on video. On Tuesday, September 17th, a federal judge in New York ruled to hold the music mogul behind bars at his arraignment, rejecting a bail proposal made by Combs' attorneys. Combs was charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution in a federal indictment unsealed. At the arraignment, prosecutors alleged that Combs had drugs in the hotel room in which he was arrested on Monday, September 16th. Now, a netizen said, "This is the day one will realize that no one is above the law." Another person wrote, "How one event can change it all. R. Kelly might be your roommate, so sad." And that's a wrap on the program today. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. Until next time, goodbye.